This is an open debate. Yogendra Yadav stays with us. Randeep Surjewala of the Congress joins in. Father Dominic Emmanuel, of the editor of Word Among Us, he was among those at the protest. You saw him in that news report, very, very angry, saying the central government should be ashamed, the Delhi government should be ashamed of what it's doing. And Sudhanshu Trivedi, national spokesperson of the BJP, is also political advisor to the Home Minister Rajnath Singh. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, let's debate. I think the first question... by the way, it's an open debate, so feel free to come in. I'm not going to take it through turns. You know, I just asked one question at the start. I think you must first concede, Mr. Trivedi, and we want to know whether you're willing to concede this, that these are targeted communal attacks. These are not some random acts of vandalism. These are targeted communal attacks. Do you concede that or not, Mr. Trivedi? आप इस बात को मान लीजिए, then we'll take the debate forward.
Now, if you go by the history, this is not for the first time whenever the BJP government is
Sir, are these targeted communal attacks?
That these are the targeted. That's what I want to say. From the unfortunate event of Graham Stains in 1999, the then Congress government of Odisha and the Congress government...
Sir, I am talking about what is happening in the last 5 weeks, not 1999. Sorry to interrupt you. But I am talking about now. This is not a stray attack, it's a targeted communal attack.
Politically motivated. Then you will ask why it is politically motivated. No. So I am giving you the evidence.
No, that's
2008,
not. You are giving it that
1999 Graham Stones, then Jhabua of 1990.
Sir, please. I am not talking about Orissa.
On BJP and the Sangh Parivar and the successive Congress governments were unable.
Mr. Trivedi, I think you've gone off. No, 1 second. I feel you've completely lost an opportunity to answer the question direct way. Father Dominic Emmanuel and Yogendra and Randeep Surjewala, I'd like to bring you into the debate. My point here is this is cannot be a coincidence that five attacks on churches.
200 incidences of...
Sir, these are 5 attacks on churches.
Has ever a single question has been raised?
What kind of response is this? Is this a responsibility of the state?
This is the issue of theft and burglary, and somebody...
Theft and burglary, it's not theft and burglary.
Whether it is the temple mosque, there are more than 30 incidences of mosques.
Sir, you are being so disrespectful to the sentiments of the Christian community.
Breaking in on this.
Sir, you are being disrespectful to the sentiments of the Christian community. Randeep Surjewala opens the debate from the Congress side. Yes, Randeep Surjewala, is it just a coincidence that 5 attacks on churches have taken place in a short span?
And a BJP spokesperson's anxiety reflects, I don't know why, there was no allegation against BJP or Sangh Parivar. Yes, in 5 different places in Delhi, such premeditated, orchestrated attacks happen. There is a common thread that links them. All that the Christian community, as also rest of us, are saying, please investigate that common thread, bring the guilty to the book. In 2 months, 5 attacks, you have not been able to find even, except for one, you have not been able to find anything plausible. The Home Minister gets up only today after the protest. There are pertinent questions because there is atmospherics building.
My question, why is the Home Minister...
Just one thing I want to add.
The question is apparent here. This is not an isolated incident. In the past 2 months, you have to have blinkers on, Sudhanshu Trivedi. क्या आप सुन नहीं सकते लोग क्या कह रहे हैं? आप देख नहीं सकते आपके सामने क्या हो रहा है? 2 महीनों से series of attacks हो रहे हैं churches पे. I'd like to bring in Father Dominic Emmanuel, who's also very upset. By the way, Father Dominic Emmanuel is very upset in the way
targeted हमारे ऊपर होता है.
Sir, targeted क्या है?
Randeep Surjewala, Digvijay Singh was the Chief Minister of
Sir, please don't make it political.
Jhabua nuns rape incident happened.
No, don't make it political.
Insult. And their own government.
Don't make it political.
Insult. Rivalry of the
don't make it
insult. And they were unable to initiate.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, 1 minute. Sudhanshu Trivedi, 1 second. Mr. Trivedi.
You always put a dirty allegation on Sangh Parivar and others, and say this is the targeted.
Sir, I am simply telling you, Mr. Trivedi.
What your government has done on those incidents of Jhabua.
I go to Dominic Emmanuel.
Your government was there.
Dominic Emmanuel, please.
was the Chief Minister of Odisha at the time.
Father Dominic Emmanuel.
Has they initiated an inquiry? Has they recommended CBI? That's why you are just in the habit of making political gimmicks.
Please. Mr. Sudhanshu, you don't win points by simply shouting. Please allow others to speak as well.
I am not winning points. I am giving you the examples. Father, with due respect, you tell me, what was the result of the investigation of Jhabua? What was the result of investigation of Graham Stones? What was the result of investigation of Kandhamal?
I have just started speaking and you pounced on me again. Exactly what I was telling you, you are doing exactly the same thing. That is because you have no points at all to speak. And to add insult to injury, Mr. Arnab Goswami, the police, which comes right under the administration of the Home Minister, who I would like to know ordered this police to behave in the way they did. They actually literally pushed and pulled and roughed up women. They pulled sisters, dragged nuns and took them to the bus when we were not even on the road. We were in front of the church gate. What business did the police have to come to the church gate and disturb the silent, peaceful gathering that we were having to express our anxiety, our fears and our pain about the attacks that have taken place in the church? Who directed this police to rough up, to use brutal force when we were actually simply sitting there? I was there and they pulled me and put me in the bus. I am a patient of spondylitis. I have to go to the hospital to be checked whether the way they treated me and almost pushed me into the bus. Now, why are these things happening? And Mr. Sudhanshu is talking about 99 and Mr. Graham Stains. Can I ask you of very recent things, the type of rhetoric that is going on by Mr. Bhagwat, who says that we are chores, that missionaries are chores, and I will get my mal back, and the things Sakshi Maharaj is talking about, the things that Jyoti is speaking about, the Ramzado and Haramzade, and the statement by Rajeshwar Singh that 100% by 2021 the whole country will become Hindu, the whole Ghar Wapsi thing. What is this nonsense is going on in this country? And this has come ever since the BJP.
Yogendra Yadav. No, 1 second. For Yogendra Yadav, 1 minute, please. As I go to Yogendra Yadav, Sudhanshu Trivedi, I will come to you. But Yogendra Yadav, I will give him an opportunity to speak now. I just want to point out before I bring Yogendra Yadav back to the debate is, my problem is, if there is an attack on a church, you can't call it a case of burglary. And if I tell you the details of the attack, I want to point out for all the Newshour viewers know this. Details of the attack are that the tabernacle of the main altar, I am told, directly below the main crucifix had an object missing. Attackers removed a chalice, right? The Holy Communion stored in the chalice was strewn around. The adjacent room where the sacred vestment, clothing and the holy items are preserved was ransacked. Sir, this is not a burglary. It is a deliberate desecration of a religious place. And you have the Delhi government under you, the Delhi police is under you, it is under central rule, you can't pass the buck. You have to own up, you have to take action. Yogendra Yadav coming back to the debate. After that, Sudhanshu Trivedi, we expect a straight reply from you. Yes, Yogendra Yadav.
4 elementary things that we need to acknowledge for us to move sensibly in this debate. Number 1, there is a clear pattern to what is happening. This is not a coincidence. In one case, it turned out to be purely coincidental kind of thing, but there is a pattern to it. 2, in all fairness, we do not know who is guilty. It would be premature to blame any organization or anyone for that matter. 3, what we know for sure is that minorities, Christian minorities, are very, very concerned about what is happening. There is a palpable sense of fear about it. And 4, the kind of unprovoked attack by police was most unfortunate, the kind of thing that must never take place. Why can't we all acknowledge these 4 facts? None of these implicate any political party. And then we move forward in a sensible debate.
Sure. My point is, you see, Yogendra Yadav, we have a Delhi election going on. Today was the campaign, right? And my question is, I'd like to get the Congress also back to the debate. One of the 6 S's was the word Surakshit. आप लोगों को आपने कहा हम उनको सुरक्षित रखेंगे, सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी. आज सारी जो क्रिश्चियन समुदाय है दिल्ली की और भारतवर्ष के लोग उसको देख रहे हो, कह रहे हम तो सुरक्षित फील नहीं करेंगे अगर ऐसी बात हो रही हो तो. Given your repeated failures, and I am using the word failures, in avoiding the attacks against minority communities and their places of worship, you are falling back on your promise in this election, Mr. Trivedi. Even in this election, You are falling back on your promise, Mr. Trivedi, please,
Actually,
and then Randeep
I will
Surjewala
answer
and Father
point
Dominic
by
Emmanuel.
point.
Yes, yes, Mr. Trivedi. Who are you defending, by the way, Mr. Trivedi? I don't
will
understand.
answer
Who are you
point by
defending?
No. I am answering. If you allow me to complete the sentence, then you will be able to say who is defending and who is asking the question. You are asking that why the police has done so much of brutality, the question was raised. I would like to point out the election code of conduct is going on, and as per the law, as and when the election is there, in the entire New Delhi area around Parliament, section 144 automatically comes into force. Have they taken permission? If not taken permission, then obviously you are flouting
Sir, are
the
you
law,
justifying?
which is
Are you
governed
just
by
think
the
about
election
it? Are you
commission
just
right now, not
Father
by
Dominic
the
Emmanuel?
government of Delhi? Then let me answer. You are not having any
Mr.
answer, and then you are putting just an allegation.
Sir, it's an open debate.
Yogendra Yadav ji was saying
It's an open
that
debate.
he is very seriously concerned about. Yes. Okay. He was very concerned about. His spokesperson was saying that he has come to express the solidarity. Yes, of course. They were there to express the solidarity with the Batala House encounter also. But I have never seen any Aam Aadmi Party leader going express the solidarity to the houses of those Zawans who were beheaded on the
What is
border of
relevance
Pakistan.
to what has happened here?
Yes.
These are
Leave
all
away.
separate.
Now the father was asking.
Responses.
that
No, one
this is
responses.
a selective
Randeep Surjewala
targeting
and Yogendra Yadav. 1 second. Sir, you make an analysis. Sir, you make a counter charge. It's an open debate. Counter charges come in. First Dominic Emmanuel. First Dominic Emmanuel, please, on the screen, please. Dominic Emmanuel. Father Dominic Emmanuel. Sudhanshu ji. Sudhanshu ji, आपने direct.
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, I wish you had checked your facts before you came to the program. The permission was asked from the Mandir Marg SHO. The Mandir Marg SHO was informed that we will be sitting at a peaceful gathering at the church, not on any street, not blocking any one thing. Secondly, we had informed him that we would like to meet the Home Minister, and we were simply taken coming right at the gate of the church and acting so brutally with people. I would like to know who gave these orders. And
answer him, Sudhanshu Trivedi, who gave the orders?
You are talking about 144. You are talking about 144. All over the city, there are electioneering going on. Are there 144 all these places?
No, 1 second, please. No, answer him back.
Just first, 1 second.
No, Sudhanshu Trivedi, answer him.
First of all,
answer him, Sudhanshu Trivedi. Answer him. You made your point. You made your point. You made your point.
Whose order?
Father, you made your point. Father Dominic Emmanuel, you made your point. Who's responsible?
At the time of election code of conduct, you answer me. The police works under whose instruction? Under the administrative command of.
Okay, no, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Sudhanshu Trivedi, 1 second. Sudhanshu Trivedi, you answer me.
I would like to know.
No, you answer me. You answer me that after the recent attack on the church in Vasant Kunj area of Delhi, did the policemen downplay the incident as a mere case of burglary? You answer me. What action did you take against the police then? Let me remind you, Sudhanshu Trivedi, because you don't even remember, that the NHRC notice clearly states that the Vasant Kunj incident was a communal one. Did it or did it not say that, the NHRC notice? Is your government in denial about the blatantly communal nature of the incidents? You answer me, Sudhanshu Trivedi. If the incidents are communal, if there is a communal angle to it, if the NHRC says it is communal, why are you in denial? The police commissioner of Delhi, how many questions will you answer tonight? In the wake of the recent attack,
our people were asking a simple question. Our people were asking a simple question, that those people who attack the churches, those people are roaming free. Here, when we are sitting here in peaceful gathering here, you come and arrest us.
Okay, the political angle.
You come and beat us up.
Political angle to this.
I mean, what is this?
Political angle to this. Yogendra Yadav and Randeep Surjewala, please. BJP spokesperson. Yeah, Randeep Surjewala first. Randeep Surjewala. Yes, Mr. Surjewala.
Anand, there is another larger angle to it, and I think you debated it on your Newshour elaborately. Post the first two attacks came the Good Governance Day decision of the government, when Christmas and the Good Governance Day supposedly clashed, and the government in a subtle fashion tried to give a message that Christmas cannot be observed and everybody has to work, while of course the government denied it. But a subtle message went to the Christian community as if they were not really first-rate or equal citizens.
No.
I think what is happening in Sohna, what happened in Mangolpuri, what happened in Muzaffarnagar, all around Delhi, as you see, there is a communal build-up. which is leading to a certain amount of polarization, which various parties, particularly the Bharatiya Janata Party, has more often than not used for polarization. While I am not accusing without a trial and investigation, I am not accusing Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal's party of having a direct hand in this, but it definitely raises a question about the owners, responsibility, mechanisms that they put in place, and why for 2 months these clashes and these vandalism in a definitely designed manner have not been
Mr. Trivedi, why?
Add to this the Ghar Wapsi, the Haramzade, and all other
yes,
remarks
Mr. Trivedi,
of Sakshi Maharaj and Sadhvi.
Mr. Trivedi, there is even in the run up to the and there's a pattern
propagated by the government.
There's a pattern in the run up to the UP elections. We saw a series of communal conflagrations in the very areas that were going to the elections. You know what happened in Bagpat. You know what happened in Sardana in Meerut. You know what happened in Muzaffarnagar. You know what happened in Lucknow. You know what happened in Kanpur. You know, Mr. Trivedi, that in the run-up to the UP elections, there was a series of communal conflagrations. Now, I'm also saying, I'm not saying you're doing it, or people affiliated to you are doing it. Why are you just watching and doing nothing? Are you beating up the protesters instead, Mr. Trivedi?
Actually, it has become a fashion.
What fashion?
To create. Yes, of course, we are sensitivity with those things which has happened, and the Home Minister has expressed his all solidarity and ordered an investigation, and whosoever is culprit should be brought to the justice. But I would like to put a fact. There are more than 5 or 6 incidences of something of this sort happening in the churches. But there are more
this
than
sort what means what? Vandalism and desecration. Yogendra Yadav, rebutting you, Yogendra Yadav. Yogendra Yadav, Yogendra Yadav is rebutting you. 1 second. 1 minute. I give the last rebut to Yogendra Yadav.
Just for the sake of political gains.
What political gain?
The matter
undermine.
Of
no, 1 second.
Please don't undermine.
Vote bank politics.
Please don't undermine these attacks.
Who's
don't undermine these attacks.
No, 1 second. I request you.
And don't undermine.
Father Dominic Emmanuel, 1 second. I do not let anything go unsubstantiated on the Newshour, and since the charge has been made of vote bank politics, I would like to invite Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi of revealing on the program who's doing vote bank politics and on what basis he's making that charge. Show me the evidence.
It's always, whenever the BJP government is there, I have given you the evidence.
Your guesswork.
5 incidents of something is happening in the church and 200 incidents of happening in the temple.
What do you mean?
In temple there is never...
What do you mean? This is not a church and temple issue?
And when it happens in a church, it is an issue of religious atrocity on the minorities.
Okay, Yogendra Yadav, last
without going into the investigation. I am sorry for that.
Okay, Yogendra Yadav is responding. Sudhanshu Trivedi, last response will आपको directly करना है.
Of the leaders, which were properly condemned by our party. If you are trying to make an issue, I would like to put a humble request to go into the details of reports of Mr. Surjewala's party, Congress report on Himachal Pradesh government, which has taken an action on Christian missionaries in 2006, Congress government of Arunachal Pradesh 1987,
okay, please.
Congress government of Madhya Pradesh 1956.
You just misstated the fact.
A lot of me, you do not want to discuss on facts. You just want to throw the mud and run away. I want to ask you,
Yogendra Yadav, last point.
AIADMK government of Tamil Nadu in 1991.
By the BJP.
What was the judgment of Supreme Court in 77? So don't try to make an issue of a one community versus
आखिरी response सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी आप बहुत समय ले रहे हैं.
This was just a law and order of theft and burglary which were unnecessary trying to...
You don't, no, you are saying, 1 second. First of all, if you are saying theft and burglary, you also have no proof to say theft and burglary. Last response from Yogendra Yadav. Last response.
No, they have all the proofs. Sorry. They have all the proofs. They know it very well. Or not.
Last, no, Father Emmanuel, let Yogendra Yadav respond, please. Yeah.
Sir, please allow me to speak on this. I would just request my friends from BJP to register the fact that we are dealing with a very, very sensitive question. And to talk about fashion, to justify all these police brutalities, etc., would only add insult to injury. We are dealing with a sensitive subject. Minorities are concerned. They feel insecure because of the incident and the overall climate. And it is the responsibility of the government to address their insecurity, not to attack them verbally or physically. No one is blaming any organization as yet. I repeat, it would be premature to hold any organization responsible. But let us have a clean probe.
Okay.
Let something be done by the responsible government to address the minority concerns.
Right. Okay. Yogendra
And
Yadav,
I
Randeep
just would like
Surjewala,
to say,
Father Dominic
I would like
Emmanuel
to-
and Sudhanshu Trivedi, thank you very much.